After school, I got bored. I wanted to buy strawberries. I couldn't get strawberries, so I started sourcing from farmers in Jos, and I got a farm. I moved the runners from the farm to my new farm. I started harvesting the strawberries fresh. I started with door-to-door delivery within Kaduna for free. I was able to get trust from people. So for now, we've expanded the farm, and the farm is doing so well. Weekly, we harvest as much as 500 kilos, and the 500 kilo gets sold out before we even harvest. So, thank you, thank you. Last year, we had issues with logistics because we sent to Lagos by air. Our major problem is logistics. We sent to Lagos. Sorry, please, can I remove my shoes? I'm a bit. Thank you. So our major issue is just transporting it from Jos to other cities. Jos is blessed. We have so many vegetables, so many food. And most of these vegetables started, we had, then when I was in Jos, I schooled in Jos, my secondary school was in Jos, we had a lot of missionaries, expatriates. So once they come to Nigeria, they come with the seeds, seedlings, they plant most of these exotic vegetables, and maybe they are cook, they are gardeners, they taught them how to take care of them. Those ones too, like take the seeds, seedlings to their villages, they plant them, and that's how it all started in Jos. So Jos is blessed with so many things, fruits, vegetables. Some of these farmers don't even know the names of these vegetables. They grow pomegranates in Jos. I saw one woman eating it one day. I asked her what is this. She said she doesn't know, but it's just sweet. We have lots of vegetables like that. And another problem or challenge we're having in Jos is they don't have. I market on social media. They don't have the opportunity. There are sometimes during the season, the strawberry season starts in October and ends in April. So from December till next year, April, we always have excess strawberries. Sometimes they even call, beg us to come and buy. They don't have people to buy. So when I noticed there was excess, I started freezing. I started washing. I got people to cut them, freeze them, clean them, and once they cut and they clean them, they have to clean them one by one. So when it is frozen and you want to use it, it comes out like one. We package it. We started sending to Lagos. We started getting complaints from customers. It gets defrost or it melts before it gets to them. We now got the idea of using polystyrene boxes. So now we use polystyrene boxes to transport our strawberries from Kaduna to anywhere in Nigeria, and it gets to them in perfect condition. So, our major, when it comes to urban farming, the major thing that is connected with urban farming is where the farm is located. Now, we have a lot of people going into agriculture, farming, animal husbandry, and all. I'm so particular about Jos, maybe because we don't have so many young people as farmers in Jos. We have local women, we have the locals, not just the women. And I don't know. Okay, these pictures were taken 2 days ago. This whole community is called Chaha Village in Jos. And this is like the land of strawberries. This is where we grow strawberries in Jos. This broccoli and this is kale. Most of these vegetables, they grow them, nobody to use them. They just waste, they throw them away. So I started sourcing before I started growing mine. And they got comfortable, and I also have a little greenhouse for kale, for bell pepper. Bell pepper doesn't really grow so much without the greenhouse. I really don't know so much about the greenhouse, but I got people to teach me how to start it and all. So for the strawberries, during Jonah Jang's tenure, he came with some Israelis to Nigeria, and they taught us how to use the drip system. The drip system, instead of using the regular irrigation system to water our strawberries, because on another side of the farm, we just pump water and link it around the farm. but now we no longer use that. We got some pipes that connect. So once we pump the water, it goes round the farm. So instead of us spending so much money, when the water is flowing, it's going at the wrong side, everybody run, use hoe to gather and all that. So it's easier this way. And honestly, I've tried growing strawberries outside Jos. It flowered, but it didn't fruit. Strawberries cannot grow. That is my own, no, this is what I know. Cannot grow in a greenhouse. It will flower, but it won't fruit. It loves open space, cold weather, and it does beautiful. Like, it's so good during the cold season. They are bigger, they are sweeter, they are juicier than the imported ones. We harvest them when they are ripe, so you get them very sweet, and they might not be shiny like the ones you get in stores, but they are way sweeter and they are naturally grown. So sometimes between January to April, when we have excess strawberries, we sometimes convert it to compote or homemade jam. We've not started selling that yet because of all this NAFDAC, Wahala and all that. So instead, what we just did is just to expand our cooling system. So we can also, once the season is over in April, we have more than enough to go through till August when we start planting again. And that's for strawberries. So for the other vegetables, I don't do my farm is not so big, but I try as much as possible to grow the regular vegetables like we have broccoli, cauliflower, Irish potatoes. And it was really fun selling Irish potatoes on Instagram. It was fun. I've never seen anybody sell Irish potatoes on Instagram. But when we started last year, I started sourcing before I started planting. And last year, between, I think, June to October, we sold 150 bags only on Instagram. So thanks to Instagram, thanks to technology, we have been doing so well. And I started alone. I started with 18,000 naira. My sister brought 9,000, I brought 9,000. We bought our first box of strawberries for, I can't remember, I think about 18,000. And that day we made 31 and we kept turning it over till we started recruiting people, staffs in Lagos, in Abuja. So I'm just trying to, I don't have any knowledge in farming, nothing. I've never done any course, nothing regarding farming. I learned from the local farmers. I learned from them. They taught me how to transplant the runners, taught me how to use neem oil. And I also got, there's this lady on Instagram, her name is iFarm. She converts eggshells for farming, calcium. That's what it's used for farmers, those that have for fish and all. So she encouraged me to get it and try it for the strawberries. I tried it this year, though I've not started harvesting from that part, but we want to see how good it is. All she does is just to get the eggshells from around, she grinds them to powder, and she converts them. When she grinds them into powder, she packages it and sells it to farmers. So if it works very well for us, we plan on introducing it to other strawberry farmers, so we can stop using our compost on the farm. And it's cheap. It's more expensive than our own locally made compost, but at least we know we're not going to be spending so much buying the raw materials for the compost. Then we're trying as much as possible to encourage, just like when mango is in season, everybody raves about mango till the season is gone. We're trying as much as possible to educate people that strawberries are locally grown, they are sweeter, because some people still don't believe that strawberries are grown here in Nigeria. They still go and buy from outside. And we also want to introduce other exotic fruits like blueberries, kiwi, and all. And so far, that is just it. And sorry, this is my first time speaking, so I'm a bit, I don't know if there's any question. Okay, yes. Security-wise, on the farm, we've had issues on the farm, of course. The herdsmen. I stay in Kaduna. My farm is in Jos, so I shuttle almost every week. I'm always on the road. We've had issues with herdsmen, I think the last crisis in Jos, they headed to our farm. The cows don't eat strawberries because of the smell. So we don't even have snakes on the farm because of the smell. Yes. It doesn't attract, to them, they don't like the smell. So we don't have snakes. It's just insects and that's all. They came to the farm, they trampled on the strawberries, but now we've been able to get the local farmers, we now rotate, not Misha, but they now rotate how they secure the area every week. And funny enough, strawberry farmers, we have an association in Jos. And my manager happens to be the secretary. So we manage the pricing. Like now, we all sell the same price. Nobody sells below, nobody sells above, or else you'll be sanctioned. In January, when the price comes down, everybody goes the same time. When the strawberry is out of season, we all stop selling at the same time. We're trying to be as organized as possible. And there was a video, but it was not, we couldn't upload it or something. The video, I was trying to explain, once we start the strawberry, once the season starts and we start harvesting, once it's very cold and windy, we get this raw, dry rice grasses, and we put them under the strawberries. So once it starts fruiting, the strawberry sits on the dry grass and it doesn't have contact with the floor. That's why sometimes when we harvest the strawberries, they are so clean. If you check my page, Fresh Veggie Plus, they are so clean and fine, very, very clean and shiny. Because the moment they have contact with the floor, it becomes very dirty, and sometimes you even harvest it and you don't need to wash it. But you know, with our Nigerian weather, you have to wash everything for cholera and all that. So they are very, very clean, and it's only the local women that know how to arrange the dry grass. And after arranging the dry grass, we water it every Tuesdays and Saturdays. We harvest only on Mondays and Thursdays. So once we harvest on Mondays, we start harvest as early as 6 a.m., finish around 10, then send off, water on Tuesday. If we need, once we put the grass, we don't need to weed it anymore. So Thursday we harvest again and water. So that's just it. And for my page, the reason why I post a lot of, first of all, when I started business last year, February, and I started posting strawberries, vegetables, people started buying, but not so many people knew what to do with strawberries and these vegetables. So I started posting inspiration. I do a lot of cooking, I'm a foodie. I don't joke with food. So I do a lot of cooking, I take pictures, people send pictures to me. So people send pictures to me, I get pictures, I post. So you see something on my page, I really like this. You'll be forced to buy now. You'll come and buy any vegetable I'm selling. I also stock Greek yogurt and what's the name, granola, so they go hand in hand with strawberries. And we try as much as possible to collaborate with other farmers. But it's just that we here in the north, they've more like abandoned us. And they don't know that we are the ones that every food that is being sent to the south is from the north. Because if you even go to Jos sometimes, like they have a market called Building Material Market. The first time I went there, I saw how some of these farmers, a bag of carrots can go for as low as 4,000. And the bag is higher than me, like it's taller than me when it's in season, and this is the season. Sometimes the farmers bring them to the market, nobody to buy. It just spoils. And they don't eat it in that town. They don't eat the vegetables. You go to some restaurants, you eat rice and it's so scanty, but they sell the vegetables there. And I've asked questions, what's their major challenge? And they said it's just transporting it from Jos to other cities. The roads are bad. Airport is zero. They spoil our things. When we package strawberries and take to the airport, we arrange it well. The moment it lands Lagos Airport, they throw it as if it's sack. I've seen them throw our boxes of strawberries. They've even stolen from it. They open it, they steal from it. So that's just our major challenge. Last season, I did a lot of fresh strawberries to Lagos, but this season, I'm doing more frozen. Since we now package it well, and just to avoid all those issues with the airports, we do only frozen. So we have so many things wasting, vegetables wasting in Jos. It's too much. Every Tuesday, farmers bring in their harvest to sell, but most of them take more than half back home, or they just beg you to come and buy. Nobody is buying them. And it's not like, and we prefer to go to ShopRite. Some people will tell you, I prefer to go to ShopRite to buy my bell pepper. But ShopRite, they import. If I bring my bell pepper to ShopRite now, they'll start telling me it's not up to their quality, this, that, and all that. But we're trying to encourage people to eat locally grown vegetables, locally grown fruits too. So I'm urging everybody, even if you don't buy from me, it's not a problem, but try and encourage we local farmers. Who has ever seen a pretty farmer like this now? So come and buy from, we have so many of them coming up. We have a lot of them coming up. I'm not the only one. I met 2 other ladies too that started sourcing. There's coppers, and when they noticed that, okay, they have opportunity, they started selling too. And they are doing so well. Before you know it, almost all coppers in just want to stay behind and start one agricultural business or something. It's really encouraging. I used to work with an NGO, but it was very boring. I had to sit in the office, do nothing all day. It wasn't just me. But I prefer to go out. I love to package my strawberries. I love to respond to customers, not all the time. But I love to present food on Instagram, on social media that will make you want to buy from me. So I'm encouraging everybody to try, or we're begging you to eat locally grown vegetables, locally grown fruits. And anybody that wants to invest, it's just a very beautiful place to start. Thank you.